Our newsmaker on the News Hour Direct today is Digvijay Singh. Digvijay Singh, there's huge speculation around you about whether you are taking the plunge into real electoral politics. First of all, let me say it's fantastic to talk to you after a long time. And, today is an occasion you need to actually tell people where you stand on this. Your political exile, self-imposed political exile, ended when you were elected to the Rajya Sabha from Madhya Pradesh in January this year. Will it take Narendra Modi to force you to take a plunge into real electoral politics once again, Mr. Digvijay Singh?
First of all, my pleasure, Arnab, and I know you've been in high profile these days. Anyway, it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, no one in my party has even broached the subject of my contesting against Mr. Modi in Varanasi. So it's probably a good media story, but as far as I'm concerned, no one has till now asked me whether I should be contesting from Varanasi.
No, one second. Let's get the facts right. Firstly, your party, the Congress party, sent a tough message, or at least tried to send a tough message by removing the person elected through the primaries in Vadodara and fielding Madhusudan Mistry in Vadodara, and they said, Rahul Gandhi said, we wanted to field a heavyweight candidate. You were there at the press conference when that was said. Now, if they don't field a big name against Modi, it will send a terrible message, won't it, in Varanasi?
Well, I don't consider myself a heavyweight.
No, but you've said you're willing to contest from Varanasi.
Yeah, certainly. I am a loyalist, a soldier of the party. So whatever party desires, I'll do that.
No. So you have said you are willing to contest from Varanasi if given a ticket. I mean, why don't you make your intention to fight completely clear? That from your side, you are completely willing and ready to fight a Lok Sabha election against Narendra Modi from Varanasi. Why do you want to hedge it?
I'm prepared to contest from any parliamentary seat which Congress party asks me to.
No, are you scared of fighting against Modi?
Varanasi.
No, 1 second. Again, see, I find there that you are again one step forward, two steps back. Earlier you say I'm willing to contest from Varanasi. Now you are changing that. Now you are saying I'm willing to contest from wherever the party puts me up.
Absolutely. And how am I changing that? I said I'm willing to fight from any parliamentary seat which Congress party asks me to, including Varanasi.
No, you are now diluting. You are diluting your statement.
Or I'm running away.
No. I'll tell you why. You are diluting your statement.
Arnab, the problem with you is.
Yes.
Arnab, the problem with you is that you interpret every statement in your own way without understanding the other person's view. The point I'm trying to make is I have stood firm on my statement from day one that if asked to contest from any parliamentary seat in the country, which includes Varanasi, I'm prepared.
No. The problem with me, Mr. Digvijay Singh, is that I am looking at a comment of Digvijay Singh and a comment of Digvijay Singh now. And my problem, my genuine problem, I accept Mr. Digvijay Singh, I have a problem. My problem is that I can't let you off the hook. When earlier you say, and this is your quote, I am willing to contest from Varanasi, but the party has to give me a ticket for contesting from there. You say, I am willing to contest from Varanasi, but the party has to give me a ticket. Now, you say, I am willing to contest from anywhere, including Varanasi. Would I be... I am interested and everyone's interested on whether you will say, I want to fight against Narendra Modi from Varanasi. Are you willing to fight against, are you keen to fight against Narendra Modi from Varanasi?
I'm willing to take up any challenge which Congress party asks me to take up.
So you diluted it. You diluted your position.
Fighting Mr. Modi.
You diluted your position.
Now you are the sole arbitrator of the newsmaker these days, and you decide how much how much it is diluted, how much it is concentrated. So therefore, please spare me from that. Why don't you ask Mr. Modi to do a one-to-one with you?
No, why? Of course I will, and I have, and I'm sure Mr. Modi will do a one-to-one with me as well, as your party's leader Rahul Gandhi did. My question is that you have earlier said I am willing to.
Would you agree to? Would you make Mr. Modi agree to do a one-to-one with you?
Well, I have asked Mr. Modi to do a one-to-one with me, but I can't make up his mind for him. I didn't make up Rahul Gandhi's mind either. He made up his mind to do the one-to-one with me. Now, don't change the. You see, you are now.
It is Mr. Modi who appears to be scared of you, not us.
No. The thing is, Digvijay Singh, that you are a very slippery customer on interviews because you like to change the subject. You have
so are you.
No, but you have.
So are you.
Fine. Then we are made for each other. The question is simply this, Mr. Digvijay Singh, that you have earlier said I will contest from Varanasi. No. You see, why is this happening, Mr. Digvijay Singh? You have earlier said I am willing to contest from Varanasi, but the party has to give me a ticket from Varanasi. Now you are saying I am willing to contest from anywhere, and the party will put me up from anywhere. I mean, there's a world of. I'm not talking about any other constituency. I am talking about Narendra Modi's constituency.
That includes Varanasi, and that includes Narendra Modi.
So you want to fight from Varanasi against Narendra Modi at your level, individually you want to.
You see, my decision is by the party, not myself.
No. The decision is of the party, but you are keen to fight Narendra Modi from Varanasi or not. Mr. Digvijay Singh, such a simple question. Are you keen to fight Narendra Modi from Varanasi or not?
I am prepared.
You are prepared to fight Narendra Modi from Varanasi?
If the party so desires.
Now, why would the party not desire?
Or why don't you ask the party?
Maybe if they have a secret arrangement with the BJP.
Well, don't make such wild charges.
No, this could be mind games that, if you put up if you don't put up Digvijay Singh from Varanasi, then we will not put up somebody versus. We won't put up Smriti Irani from Amethi.
A journalist like you should not make such wild charges.
No, do these.
A senior person like you should not make such wild charges.
No, do these arrangements.
Congress is one political party which will have no business to do with BJP.
No business with the BJP. There is no swap arrangement going on there because that's been spoken about.
There is no question of any swap. There is no question of any business or any hidden agenda between the two.
Now, Mr. Digvijay Singh, you know why it's interesting? You're fighting against Narendra Modi is because you and Narendra Modi have been at war at a level very few other Congress leaders have. I mean, look at what you've said. You've called him a megalomaniac, psychopathic liar. You were the one who called him a faku.
Absolutely, I stand by that.
Megalomaniac, psychopathic liar,
I stand by all what I've said.
Faku, fascist, right? And now...
I stand by every word that I've said.
Yeah, so now if you don't get selected, despite being prepared to fight Narendra Modi from Varanasi, it will be a serious loss of face. Given all that you have said against Narendra Modi. That means the party does not want to put up a strong candidate against Narendra Modi if it doesn't want to field Digvijay Singh, who has been taking on Narendra Modi more than anyone else of late.
That's your assessment.
Is my assessment correct?
Well, let the people judge.
Well, here's a person who has been at the forefront of taking on Narendra Modi, calls him a megalomaniac, psychopathic liar, a faku, a fascist, has taken him on personally at a level which few Congress leaders have, right? Has been a many-time chief minister, a stalwart of the party, is prepared to fight Narendra Modi. I mean, it's a classic combination. Now, if you don't put up the same person against Narendra Modi, that means you've gone soft on Modi.
Well, that's your assessment, Arnav. That's the problem with you. You are the sole arbitrator, the sole judge, the prosecutor and investigator of journalism.
But you can, if you want, you can reject my assessment, but you haven't done that.
Well, I have already done that.
No, but you are already, you see, problem is Mr. Digvijay Singh, if Digvijay Singh is willing to fight against Narendra Modi from Varanasi, then there is no time to waste. Because, you know, you are already on the back foot. Suppose your name comes up tomorrow and the Congress says, yes, we put up. Digvijay Singh is prepared to take on Narendra Modi. We put him up against Narendra Modi, right? Arvind Kejriwal has beaten you to the race. He's the early bird. He's shown the willingness to take Narendra Modi head on. He's gone to Varanasi. He's made a public display of his intention to take on the BJP's prime ministerial candidate. But the Congress is still undecided. Digvijay Singh is ready. Party is undecided. So you've already lost the initiative to the Aam Aadmi Party. And Kejriwal has turned Varanasi into a battle between Modi and him.